Hello, friends. I want to tell you, do not throw away your scraps. Okay, I'm going to show you today how to save money by not throwing away your scraps. Many of you know me, but my name is Jalen. I'm with Crafty Girl Creations, and I'm going to show you today the hot foil system. But there's a specific project that I saw when I was just playing around this morning, and I'm like, ooh, save more money. We're not throwing away those scraps either. So I'm going to show you what I did. So let me switch over and I'll show you the card we're going to make. Here we go. Okay, this is a start on the card. There's only one thing missing on this card, and that is the sentiment. So what I'm going to do, and that's going to go right here somewhere, I want to show you, you can barely see it, but right up there, you could see a tiny, tiny bit of pink of the new, I know I've got it right here. Hold on. Barely blush. Could not get it out of my head to save my life. But I used a piece of scrap to put behind this. And y'all wondered how I cut all that? I did. Well, I did, but I didn't. That's where the hot foil comes in. I got to just show you. I can't just describe it. So we're going to use this because this whole white piece and the blue, and it's from the Heirloom Oasis, the Heirloom collection, the Heirloom Suite, is all scraps. So it's the flower. And I think the only thing so far that I used any real paper for were the leaves and the cardstock base itself. Everything else is scrap. So I'm going to set this aside up here, and we are going to get started. And we're going to do it in hydrangea hue instead. I want to show you a different color. And these are the in colors, the hydrangea hue and the barely blush. Then we're going to come to 5.5 here and cut an 8.5 inch by 11 sheet of paper in half. Set this side out of the way because I'll make something with it later. And we're going to score at 4.25. And while I'm doing that, I was trying to record this video to go live at 2 o'clock at my normal time, but Wave.video must be having some issues because it wouldn't let me just record. So that's why we're live now. So let me put this up here out of the way. We'll go ahead and fold our card base and set that right up here. I went ahead, and the reason why I did that today is I've got some plans for a concert later down at the Ark Encounter. I've cut out a couple flowers and stuff and went ahead and colored them in. These are from, let me show you. Oh, that's the Faith Collection. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Opulent Oasis is one of them. Here it is. I got it right here beside me. Boutique Blossoms dies and stamps. The Boutique Blossoms gives you the die that you could cut out the white. And then you've got stamps where you could do two-step stamping, which is kind of sort of what I did here. It is what I did here, but I had a problem, and I'm going to tell you what happened when I did that. So that is the Boutique Blossoms dies. It is 167653. Okay, so that's 167653. And so if you want to look into that, my on the screen is my store, Stampin' Up. You could always look at it there. So I'm going to set those aside for now. And we are going to do a hot foil first. So we're going to leave that up there. I'm going to bring my hot foil machine in. Got that right here. This is about 9 to 10 inches long, top to bottom. And it only weighs like a pound. It's or two maybe. It's not heavy. And this is you'll get this rubber thing with it as well, because when you're transferring your stamps with your tool, you'll take those and jot them down there. But you'll see me do that as I go. It's great too if you can't find, if you're looking for a stamp that fell down or it fell down in a crack or something and you can't get to it, this is magnetic, so it'll pick it up off the floor. Just a little extra tip of the day. So let me scoot this over here just a tad. And we'll get started on this. Let me go ahead and get it plugged in, because it will take a few minutes to warm up while we're talking about other things. Oopsie. Let's find my plug here. Nope, not that one. Oh, here we go. Let me get that plugged in. I thought I had it plugged in. My apologies. Okay, so now I could get the machine plugged in. And that goes in right here at the bottom. Let me show you. I love this. It's a magnetic. Boom. It's plugged in. And right away you'll see that it's got the red dot. I don't know if, yeah, there you guys could see it now where the red dot is blinking and the white. When it's ready, it'll beep again. The red dot will be solid and the white will be flashing. That's how we know it's ready. Now, the first thing I'm going to show you is this die here. It looks very, muted compared to the die that cuts them out. Okay, that one's a little bit shinier. See how that you could see the shine on one, but not on the other? This is actually meant for the, it's not hot enough to burn me yet. That's actually meant for the hot die machine. So now I'm going to take what would normally be a 5 1/4 by 4 inside sheet of the paper. I'm going to wait till it beeps, but I'm going to be putting that right there. And while we are waiting for that to beep, I'm going to come back to you here. I wanted to let you know there is a new Stampin' Up! Join offer. It's $99 and you get $125 worth of product of your choice. Now here's the difference. Before, they you had to get as close to $125 as you could. Meaning, if you couldn't find anything else you wanted, you'd lose that difference. Well, knowing that that wasn't exactly fair, they took and changed it to where you'll get that $125 credit immediately. Now, if you're not ready to start, or if you want to wait a couple weeks, that's up to you. You then will just take and use that credit until it's gone. So you will get every penny of it. Another great thing is that by being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, it does not mean you have to do parties. It's $100 a month in product to join, or $100 a month to stay. Sorry. That can be a couple of friends placing an order once a month just for your your usable products like your paper, your glue. If you and a couple of friends like to craft, one of you needs to do this, because you're going to get 20% off. And that's across the board now. That's a change too that Stampin' Up! Made. You're going to get 20% off, but you also get pre-access at least usually a month prior to customers getting product or going live. You're going to get access to that ahead of time. You also get different little perks, and there's just too much that you get. It's almost, I've been doing it now for almost 5 years. Come December, it'll be 5 years. I just started doing it as a business a few months ago. And so I'm still blinking on red, so we're waiting for the white. But I did it because it saved me money. And I made lots of new friends too. So even if you don't have a few friends and you just want to do it for a hobbyist, it's still well worth the investment. So with that said, I'm going to kind of come back and we'll show you another thing that we're going to be doing. They are going to be going, I should tell you too, while I'm here, there is going, I can't remember the date. I'll try to remember to post it later. In fact, I can look it up here real quick, super quick. There's going to be a sale on, I believe it's cardstock. So let me come back over here. And I've got a project started. Here we go. When is let's see what it tells me here. It's coming up very soon, August 5th through the 31st. It's going to be select products in the in colors, cardstock, ink pads, ink refills, designer series paper, embellishments, ribbon, and other qualifying in color products. It's a great time to stock up on cardstock and all kinds of, just to keep an eye beginning August the 5th for this to see the 5 smartest purchases. Yes. Let me see here. The 5 smartest purchases to make during this particular sale is going to be most likely cardstock, obvious, because you use it for bases, layers, die cutting punches, ink pads, designer series paper, ribbon, and embellishment. If your budget's only $25, cardstock and 1 ink pad. $50, cardstock, 2 ink pads, and designer series paper. That'll make you lots of cards. And that's pretty much the way that's going to go. So August the 5th. So that's only in a couple days. So keep that in mind. Okay, we should almost be ready here. So I'm going to go ahead and come back over here. Okay. And as you can see, it's still blinking red. But I'm just waiting for that to come on. I'm going to get my cardstock ready because that's the next step. And then we will pull up. I need to get my shim ready. I'm going to grab that while we're here. Okay. There it is. I think. Almost. I pulled some cardstock up and covered some things. So we're still waiting on that. And I apologize. I should have actually had this. There we go. There's my shim. Got that ready here. I should have had that ready and warmed up. But I'm going to show you how this is going to go. As you can see, this is the shim that goes onto the cardstock next. And as you can see, I foiled my shim. You know how I did that? You guys are going to laugh. I forgot. Totally forgot to put my cardstock down. Yeah, that wasn't fun. That wasn't fun. Yeah, I think we're going to use the pink today. Yeah. Pink. We're going to use the pink foil today. And I'm going to go ahead and cut the sheet since we're still waiting. And I'll show you how I found it best to cut the sheet. You could use the die cutter. And I'll kind of put it here so you can see what I'm doing. Not under there. I'm going to turn it sideways so I could cut it right. I'm using just the bottom of that to measure. Okay, I know I want to go about here. So with that, see where I've made my cut? Oh, there. Okay. I'm going to roll this back up to that point so it's right there. And I don't waste. I'm going to use my roll. Here, let me get this. I'm going to use my roll to keep me fairly straight and cut right across. Okay, so that's how I do my roll, or how I do my foil. So I've got that ready now too. And you put that shiny side down. Okay, you put it shiny side down. Okay, we are ready now. I didn't hear it beep, but the white is now blinking and the red. So you take and put that down, your cardstock, and I'm particularly trying to put this in the center, and I'll show you why once we get, okay, the shim goes next. You're making a sandwich, and then the Stampin' Up! Logos stack, spacer goes on top of that. Now I'm going to take and slide this over for just a little bit, for a second here. Go ahead and pull my power off. I need to pull up my cut and emboss machine and pick this up all at the same time. Hopefully I didn't mark that. Let me move that back over, because I need to, let me get this off of here, and I'm going to try to move this up out of the way so that you guys can see what I'm doing. There we go. I'm going to take and put this, I know you still can't see, bear with me. Okay, I'm putting I've got to work on my camera angle, so bear with me on this. I'm putting the whole thing, the whole sandwich, and then I'm going to take and push it through, going very slowly, like sloth slow. You want to go slower than you normally do. This is actually doing the foiling, because the heat got it so far. Then I'm going to take and pull this out the other side. Go ahead and put this down. We're going to take the spacer and the shim off. Oh. And it went ahead and came off. So let's go ahead and take that off. And you've got, it would have normally been an easy reveal. So you've got your sentiments. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put this back on that. Take my die off, put it over here. And I'm going to take this whole thing and kind of put it back behind me on the base that's given. And now I'm going to pull the cut and stamp emboss machine back up. And the sandwich that goes with it, your normal sandwich, we're going to put this here. And where's the other? Here it is. They give you, this is the coolest thing. They give you what you need. Oops. Yep. I was going to say I know it's either forward or backwards. They give you exactly what you need to cut these out. And what you're going to do is you're going to see these little squares here? Oh, you guys can't see a thing. My apologies. Okay, see these little squares here? You're going to line that up, and you're going to put those little squares here. That puts everything else in order. Now, I use Post-it notes that I've used before for something to kind of keep it in place. So that's there. Let me take and put the top on it. And then I'm going to pull this back because we're going to run it through. And you don't have to be so careful with this. because you're cutting out your sentiments. You don't have to go as slow, and that's the difference. Put that back down there. And look at that. Voila. 12 sentiments. All these sentiments to use now. And pink, because I chose to wear pink today. So everything's in pink. I go through pink and purple phases. Now, do you see anything that looks familiar? Look at that. I'm not going to waste this. Sure, this has got the little yellow or pink foiling on it. Flip it over. And then I put a piece of cardstock behind it, designer series paper, to just kind of give it a different feel, just a different look. And it's also got the gold foil. So you could have done gold foil for your sentiments, but I thought, I like the pink. I'm going to go with the pink. So with that said, let's see, where's our card? Here it is. That is going to be, we're going to set the sentiments over here. And let's see, I've got a couple pieces of cardstock. And let's see what we've got this measured at. Oh, maybe we'll do it this way this time. I just had a great idea. Yeah, make sure if you do that, you put it on the side where your card opens. I just had a great idea. Yep, that's what we're going to do. All right, so I'm going to take this and glue it. See, I want to glue on this side. There we go. There. And we are going to glue that right over the cardstock that's behind it. It's the same size. So this one I didn't have to worry about having, putting a flower in a certain position. Okay, now on here, we're going to go ahead. Should we raise it up on dimensionals? For sure. I think we're going to go ahead and glue it down too. Some people, I like dimensionals, but I love dimensionals. Don't let me lie to you. Okay, so we're going to put that right there. And it matches the hydrangea hue in the background. Now we've got our flower from before, from the Opulent Oasis. I could even take and put this one in the background and this one on top. But I want to go ahead and put some of the floral. I want to put some of the pink in there. So I'm going to go ahead and stick with the pink, since we don't have any of the let's see. Do I want to use, I told you I was going to show you what I did with the other one. And I can't find it, so we'll talk about it another time. Let's see. Some dimensionals. Take the backs off. I still haven't found my take your pick tool, so I got to go through my craft room big time. I will not show that to you today. Nope, don't want to put it there. I'll show you why. I may have to put it there now, though. That won't be a big deal. Let's see, what sentiment do we want to use? Oh, yeah, that'll be fine. We'll put it there. We could use just a little hello. We could use it up here. Here's to a lifetime of happiness. Oh, in fact, I just might I gotta see which one I want to use this. Okay, I gotta tell you how I did that. I think I'm going to use that one on this one and this one on that one. I mean, they all look great, so let's see. Let's put some dimensionals on this one. My niece is getting married, and hopefully she's not watching because she'll get to see her card for her wedding upcoming on the 10th. All right, so I'm going to use that one here. Here's to a lifetime of happiness. Now, one thing I did on this card, I wanted to tell you, I did it ahead of time. I took and did a light blending on the white of the Barely Blush because the white was very, very stark. And I don't know if you could see the difference. It looks good on the blue. Let me see if you guys could see that. Oh, yeah, you can. So you see how that is just very light? Not a lot, just enough to make it to soften it. I could do the same one to this one, but I think that one looks great. So we're not going to do that. Couple more things and we'll get our embellishments, get them on here, and then we'll be done for today. So hopefully I didn't mess you guys up too much by going live earlier, but I could not get Wave Video to, or the software I use to let me just record and then do it later. Let's see, do I want it up here? Like right there. I don't know if I want it here. Here. Oh, that's not too bad. That actually frames it too. Okay, so let's put it right there. Just a little hello. And now, last but not least, the in color butterflies. And since we used, we used the pink, we're going to put a couple, let's see. And we'll use a blue one. And should we use a green one? Oh, we got our leaves to put on. Yes, of course we'll use a green one then. And I just cut out on my, using the cut and emboss machine. So I did those ahead of time. And this one is in Old Olive, whereas on the other one I did Granny Apple Green. So then this one we'll take and put a green one down here. So there's that card. I'll go ahead and put these up here out of my way. I wasn't sure if I was going to do stamping today, but I wanted to get the foil in. So now we'll take and do this one. And let's do a couple of the pink. We'll do a little pink too. And we'll use a green. Now it's not Granny Apple Green, but, and let's use a little white one up there. Just something pretty. So what do you guys think? 2 cards. Here's to a lifetime of happiness and just a little hello. Pretty cool, huh? And we used up all of our paper from doing the sentiments and turned it into just something texturally beautiful. Pretty cool. Now, the last thing I'm going to leave you with is this was a 2-stepped. When you get your inks, sometimes your inks are really, really, really squishy because they're really, really full of ink. I've got one of my bone folders that is somewhere here too. And I was I went ahead and I didn't kind of brush it side to side to see how full it was. And it left me with a lot of holes and stuff that didn't look really great. So what I did is I took the light um, Barely Blush and then the dark Barely Blush and colored in exactly where they were when they were stamped. And look at what it did. I mean, it just beautifully made that rose just look perfect. So I didn't have to waste it, which, because I had another color on the back side of that. I don't know if I could show you or not. It's in the middle. There's a green spot that I'd used, so I flipped it over and did this on the backside again so I didn't waste anything. So that's how you make the most out of your scraps. Hope you learned something today, friends. And if you would like, you could always join my team at Stampin' Up. And you could get to that. You could always get to it by going to, let's see, go back to here, craftygirlcreations.stampinup.net, and there's a button that says join. If you'd like to shop with me, you could shop with me there and pick up the same things that I showed you today. If you have any questions, please definitely put them into the comments section of this video, and I'll be happy to help you with anything I can. And I look forward to our time next Saturday for the summer. We're going to do lives on Saturday, and then I'm going to give you some video stuff during the week. Those are going to be a little bit more short form videos, but they'll show you how to do great techniques and stuff. Very easy. And if you got any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. So you guys have a beautiful Saturday afternoon. I'm going to the Ark Encounter to see Matthew West, and maybe I'll see you there. Bye, friends.